how my veterans and soon to be veterans doing. Listen, just coming here. I ain't talked to y'all in a while, so I just wanted to, touch base. A couple of things that's been kind of, weighing on me. Heard a couple of things the other day, and I was like, not surprising, right? When I say veterans, like if you haven't got your medical stuff together and you're still fighting that fight, please fight that fight, right? I want you to understand. I was reading something the other day. If you're getting a private organization or private people to help get your VA claims in and get you to where you think you should be. Honestly, start looking at that stuff. We have so many free services out there that are there to help you navigate that process, right? I mean, we have individuals, literally, these organizations that you pay to, get your VA benefits. They're getting 10% of whatever your back pay is off of what you're supposed to get. Meaning, say you get $50,000 back pay because you were found 100%. It took however many years, it took them however long to do it. The VA is obligated to pay that individual or that group of individuals 10% of your back pay. But this is the pay that you earned in your Navy career, military career, whatever, right? So I would say, for real, start looking into the free options of getting individuals that are paid by the state or paid, by the government to help you with your claims first, right? Then start looking outside of that, because you see we have, I knew a person that was back paid over, it may have been 10 years. They submitted it, they kept moving and government came back and they finally hit 100%, right? And I think it was probably about $111,000 that person was owed. The individual that represented him, that helped him out, was owed probably like $15,000. But with that $15,000, the thing that person really did was tell you to go to the doctor for this, tell you to go to the doctor for that, get this paperwork, things like that. So, look into the free options first, just my thoughts on it, But what I do recommend that you at least start that process. Even if it was money that you didn't have, hey, paying somebody to do it, and you feel like, this is money I didn't have in it to begin with, and they're going to get a better result than you think you can, or you think you can go about doing, then perfect. But I would say go, try it yourself first. We have plenty of opportunities and things like that for people to help you out with. A couple things, it's hard to be in the military these days, right? We look at it and we look back on things and we see, the things that these individuals go through. See, I'm retired and I represent a lot of retired people. We did 20 plus years and we were grandfathered into certain situations, right? I was retired. I was grandfathered into retirement process. Retirement, you hit 20 years, you're able to get 50% of your retirement. If you're going past 20 years, in my opinion, you're only getting 50% of your base pay every time you get paid. And say, a lot of people ask you, how are you doing that, right? So say you retire at 20, you get 50% anyway for the rest of your life, right? Anybody that goes over that, it's 2.5% every year that you go past your retirement. So say I retire at 21 years, you get 52.5% of your retirement. Vice 50%. However, you retire at 20 and you get another job or whatever you choose to do, you're able to get that extra money. You know what I mean? So you're getting 50% of your retirement pay, you get your full pay of your next job, and depending on your disability rating, if you have one, you'll get that pay as well. So, every year past 20, it is 2.5% extra, but it's not really because once you hit 30, 32, depending on higher tenure or, depending on where you go, you're not going to get past 75% of your base pay after you retire, which is a lot for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. That's still over $100,000 for some individuals. However, do you want to sacrifice the time that you still have with your family, things like that, right? Because guess what? If anybody's been on deployment, I've been on 9 deployments in my Navy career. A lot of people been on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deployments, depending on your, what your job was. But you chose, that's time away from your family, right? Everybody knows that in the military, it's probably one of the highest divorce rates ever. male and female, regardless, because of the time away from home. All right. Your significant other does that time with you for that extended period of time. And then sometimes it's time to give that back. So once you hit 20 years, in my opinion, you can continue to go over because you choose to, and you're still getting paid. You're doing well. But sometimes it's time to take a step back and be with your family, right? I mean, a lot of people wouldn't agree with me, but I think, family time is very important, right? What I would say is enjoy life, right? Enjoy life that we probably wouldn't have, you know what I mean? Enjoy the life that you've been given because of your service, right? Enjoy that life. Enjoy the benefits that you may have, right? Live the life that you were given, you know what I mean? Because a lot of us going to retire at 40, 41, 38, 39, at the 20-year mark, depending on when you came in the military. That's a long life to live. Enjoy that life with your family. Enjoy that life living a real life, because we don't, we're going into a phase in our existence that military is being used as a pawn, in my opinion. We're being put in situations where we chose to support and defend. Now we're being forced to fight for other people's ambitions. And that's not what we signed up for, or what you signed up for, because I'm out. Right. So, just think about those things. I'm going to my next topic, service members. Please, if you haven't separated from military right now, right? And you want to work and you're choosing to work when you retire, or when you separate, get people to help you write your resumes, right? It's not as easy as everybody says it is, or you're going to be able to get out and get a job right away. It's not that easy. It's hard. So I want, resumes, getting you in situations where it's helpful, getting into programs that you can do, things like that, just to, find mentors, get in social environments where you can put yourself in a situation to best move on with your career, right? Depending on what you want to do, right? Especially if you're trying to do something in your field. Join organizations in your field, human resources. Join organizations, get certifications, right? Things like that. Just try to put yourself in a place, better place yourself further, right? Just make it easier for you, right? But what I would say is, every day I pray for my service members that are still active right now, because they're put in situations now that we've never been put in before. As far as when I served and when a lot of people, my peers, serve, right? But so I'm just saying, I pray for you. Be safe out there and get the help that you need. Reach out to people. It's not too late, to get the help that you need, and understand that we're here. People are here to assist and help you move forward, right? Even if you're still active, you still have veterans that are willing to sit there and talk to you and try to talk you through any issue that you're having. So if you need help, please don't hesitate to reach out. Email, whatever, phone calls, just reach out. I hope everybody has a good day.